Hey, it is Kimmy the Gadget Goddess, and I'm making a video today that I thought I would never make. I have purchased the Pixel 6 for my son. Wait a minute, this is not any influence of my own. My son currently carries the iPhone 8. Older phone. This has been his first phone. He didn't even want a phone. He was good with carrying an iPad mini, but we felt we needed to be able to contact him. This was when he was in high school. This is how long he's had his phone. My son graduated in 2020, but he's had the phone for the past couple years. No issues because he doesn't use the phone a lot. Light recording, pictures, things like that. Every year that an iPhone has come out, I'm like, hey, do you want the 11? No, I'm fine. My phone works fine. Do you want the 12? No, my phone doesn't have any problems. I go out of town, get a message from my mother, who my son is with. Your son asked a lot of questions about this Pixel phone this weekend. My phone's with me, so he's not asking about my phone. Shout out to Google advertisement, because all of these features that they've been covering in commercials have influenced my son to say he wants a Pixel 6. He doesn't like big phones, so he didn't want the Pro, which is fine. That's how we got here. Today we're going to install a screen protector from IQ Shield, and I opted for a different case. I didn't go with another Ringke for him. I bought an off-brand just to see if I could tell differences in it and the Ringke. And I'll give you my child's history from when he was little. He's used the Fire tablet. That was probably the only Android he's ever used. He's had a couple of iPads, the mini and the regular size, and this iPhone 8. Probably seen a billion unboxings of these, so I'll fast forward through there. There's no reason for you to endure me unboxing this phone because I haven't yet to unbox it. And then I'm going to transfer his information so he can get started using his Pixel 6 Pro, his first new phone. Well, size-wise, I mean, this isn't a case, but there's not a huge size difference in the 6 and the 6 Pro. This is my 6 Pro, this is my son's, and there's not a lot there. Flat screen versus curved screen. I really wanted to opt into getting him the LK like I had on my phone before I got the matte. I could not find that in the size of the 6. If I do find it, I will be purchasing it, but for now, we're gonna roll with the IQ Shield. Lots of good stuff in this box. Kind of like the SkinIT, it's a wet install. So they do include squeegee, lint-free cloth, and instructions. You probably want to read over those. I'm kind of good with this. I've been doing it for a while. We get 2 protectors for your camera and 2 protectors for your phone. I did have to go back into my bag of installation stuff because IQ Shield did not include anything to wipe the phone off before we start. I'm going to have to find something to remove lint before we install these. I just don't get it. I don't know if they're just falling out of my box or what. Same things that were missing out of my SkinIT, which I'll show you a clip in here where I had to go get my own installation kit, are missing out of this package. But we're going to get started anyway. I will say a good substitute if you don't have any dust absorbers or lint removers is to use tape, Scotch tape. I have been out of town and did an installation without dust removers, dust absorbers, or lint removers, as these little stickers are called. And I just went across the whole device with Scotch tape. Used a couple pieces. I didn't use the same piece across the whole phone. I had no lint. That's just a little tip for you. If you're ever out and about or they send you something and these things aren't included, you can always clean your phone off, wipe it down. If it's water resistant, you can clean it by any means necessary. That's not going to damage your phone, and then break out some Scotch tape. Me and the crew have been calling this the Sprite version of the phone. It is blue and green, but it's a really soft blue and a really soft green. My son's favorite color is green, so I figured he would have opted for this one. I'm going to do the face down first. Yes, I am charging it while I do this, so I can get him set up as soon as I'm done. I'm going with the wet wipe. They say to spray your hands down with this. I usually do the device as well, but that's so you don't get the fingerprints from your fingers underneath the protector. The wetter the better, people. You can move it around until it's placed right. When I get my placement the way I want it, I just come back with the squeegee, make sure we knock out any extra water and air pockets. We do want to make sure that the camera holes aren't covered, because there are camera holes for the camera to not be covered, as well as the flash. Next we'll go around front, because I put all kinds of fingerprints and I see like lint on it now, and we're going to clean that off. Wet first. Try to keep your hands moist through this whole process, even though we are not installing it yet. We want your hands drying out. Our wet install is complete. Start moving this stuff over into this foam, but it's super glossy finish. I will keep my eyes peeled to see if the LK actually puts out a screen protector for the 6 like they did the 6 Pro, because it's my preference. It's the easiest installation, and you cannot even tell it's on the device once you put it on there, unless you put it in direct sunlight. But before we go, I have this case that I got off of Amazon. This is just a clear TPU that I got off of Amazon. The people were very pleasant. Like, customer service wants to know if you have any issues with your case at all. They emailed me when my case went out for delivery and told me to contact them directly if I have any problems. I did want some extra protection on the edges. I don't like the way that edge is standing up. Well, it's not even an edge. This piece up here is standing up. We have a cutout for our mic up there. Nothing along this side. The different texture here and here make it easier to hold the phone. Volume up and down. And everything's clicky here. We have not set up his fingerprints yet. We have a space for our charging port, microphone, and speaker. I might return it and get a Ringke or something. Until that comes, we will keep this case, because he's not going to go caseless, because we're not crazy. That covers things pretty good back here. You have a bump, you have a raised lip around the camera, similar to some of the cases I've had for my Pro. There's very slight lip all the way around the phone. I think they could have done more with this, because it's not the Pro to where you have the curved screen, so you could have given it more lip to come off the table. I'd like to thank you for stopping by my channel, catching my video on my son's new Google Pixel 6. I will give you updates probably within this video after we set up his fingerprint, to let you know if the fingerprint scanner did work with this IQ Shield. I will also let you know if we get him some more cases. I'm so particular because this gap right here is going to let lint into it. Lint and debris gets in there, it gets back into the case and can cause some scratching to your actual phone. Most people don't see the point of all that, but that's my reasoning, and that's why I'm being so particular about just that one gap standing up right there. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you watch future videos on this channel, and if you've liked multiple videos, feel free to subscribe. If you have any questions, leave me a comment, and I will catch you on the next video. Holla!